And now you're in the White House. You're in the Oval Office. What does Senator Cruz do regarding illegal immigration? And in particular, what do you do concretely about securing the border? What do you do about employers who hire illegals? And what do you do specifically about the 12 to 20 million illegals in this country? In other words, would President Cruz give a path to legalization or amnesty for illegal immigrants?
A very important question. Let me start by saying, if I'm elected, January 2017, I suppose the first thing I should do is send flowers and a note of condolences to all of the reporters and editors who've checked themselves in to therapy. And frankly, the second thing I would do is start planning, if you're going to let a Cuban into the White House, start planning for December 24th, 2017, when I guarantee you we will have a pig roast on the south lawn of the White House. And I'm pretty confident my dad will be there turning the pig, and it's going to have a large cigar in its front mouth. Look, your question on immigration is a very, very important question. And actually, immigration is an issue on which I am long-term optimistic and short-term pessimistic. I'm optimistic in the long term because I think there's a lot of bipartisan agreement on immigration outside of Washington. I think there is overwhelming bipartisan agreement outside of Washington that we have got to get serious about securing the borders and stopping illegal immigration. And I think there is also considerable bipartisan agreement outside of Washington that we need to improve and streamline legal immigration. So that we don't just welcome, we celebrate legal immigrants. Americans by choice is what Reagan called. As you know, I'm the son of an immigrant who came legally from Cuba 58 years ago seeking the American dream. If we focus on areas of bipartisan agreement, that's how you actually pass immigration reform legislation. You focus on what brings us together. If we drafted legislation that secures the border, that stops illegal immigration, and that improves and streamlines legal immigration, that you can get through Congress. Now, why am I short-term pessimistic? I'm short-term pessimistic because I think neither Barack Obama nor the Senate Democrats have any interest in actually solving this problem. That is the reason they focus obsessively on the most partisan, divisive aspect of this entire debate, which is amnesty, a pathway to citizenship for those who are here illegally. I think amnesty is wrong. I am unequivocally opposed to amnesty. It is inconsistent with the rule of law, and it is profoundly unfair to the millions of legal immigrants who followed the rules and waited in line years or sometimes even decades. And I got to say, in this whole debate, legal immigrants get left behind over and over and over again. President Obama has been cynical, he's been partisan, and by the way, a point that I make when I speak to folks in the Hispanic community. Barack Obama, for the first 2 years of his presidency, had a Democratic majority in the House, a Democratic supermajority in the Senate. He could pass any dang thing he wanted, as we saw with Obamacare and Dodd-Frank. And he did nothing, zero on immigration. This isn't about fixing the problem. This is about playing partisan politics in the most cynical, crass way, and it's why people are fed up with politicians in Washington. And Jeff, you asked about what I would do in January 2017 if I'm elected president. The very first thing I intend to do on January 20th, 2017 is rescind every single illegal and unconstitutional executive action taken by this president.